How's it going, guys? Sirius here. Today we're going to be talking about the Trial of Chaos. Now, the Trials of Chaos are one of the two ways available in the game right now to ascend your character. There's going to be a third one coming, maybe in the new patch, maybe later. Now let's make it quick. There are three types of inscribed ultimatums, one with 4 trials, one with 7, and one with 10. If you click on them, you can read in depth what they do and how they offer you your ascendancies. Now today I'll be farming 50 of them and making a guide teaching you how to do so. And at the end we'll see all the loot to get a small idea of what you can expect. Now to enter the trials, you're going to be traveling to the Temple of Chaos. You're going to go to the statue right here, put in your inscribed ultimatum, click enter,
a loyal but unwitting servant,
and you can start. Now to start off the trials, you're going to be picking a series of negative afflictions that will affect either your character, the monsters, or the area, and you'll be receiving corrupted rare items for your troubles. And very rarely, these items might be uniques. You'll enter a new room after you finish each room, offering new afflictions and new rewards until you hit a boss. And the reward for killing this boss will be one of many soul cores in the game. Here's what you can expect from a 10 trial inscribed ultimatum. Now here are the 5 types of challenges you can expect to face. 1. Kill all the enemies in the room, nothing to explain. The enemies will be highlighted by red on the minimap. 2. Take a turn standing in each of the 3 circles and killing the enemies. When the circles stop glowing, all of the sacrifices will done and you'll be ready to move on. 3. Escort the statue from point A to point B and do not stay away from it because it will fall down. 4. Find each of the 3 soul cores, retrieve them and put them in the middle pedestal. However, do not keep holding on to a soul core for very long because your life and energy shield will be degenning. And 5. Survive the waves of enemies until the timer ends. Now here are the 3 bosses you're expected to face. Now you'll be facing the bosses like the challenges at a completely random order. And finally, when you kill the last of the 3 bosses at the end of your run, it will drop the fragments that's associated with it. And finally, when you're done with your run, collect your rewards. And when all that is done, you can go ahead and grab your ascendancy points in the middle, and after that you can either choose to leave the trials to start another one if you're farming them, or you can choose to put the fragments right here and face the final boss. And here are the uniques that drop from this boss, with the Adorn being the most expensive and rare one.
My service is finally over.
Now I have prepared for you a farm of 50 inscribed ultimatums. All of them are level 80. Takes me an average of 10 to 11 minutes to make a run because the challenges are totally random, and the one taking the most time would be the survival. And sometimes you might get more than one of this type of challenge in each run. Now I will not be facing the trial master, I will be selling the fragments that I drop. I need to mention that not all of the fragments are priced equally. Now here's all the loot that I dropped. You can say that the Victorious Fate is the fragment that is most likely to drop because its associated boss is the most likely to spawn, or I just had bad luck. This is the cheapest one. As for the soul cores, of course the most expensive one being the soul core of Escapa, we've dropped 3. I would say you can expect one in every 20 runs. Maybe I'll get more lucky. I've dropped 5 soul cores of Zalato, being the second most expensive ones. Now I will be putting on the screen the detailed amount of each soul core that I obtained, and in addition to that, we've obtained a few exalted, a few chaos, we've dropped 1 annul, a raw divine, and 1 stellar amulet. Now I will exchange all that for exalts, and we'll be back to calculate the profit. Okay, I used Alva to sell all of the soul cores and fragments, and boy, this took a long time. However, I did not exchange everything for exalts because I did not want to fill many tabs with them, so I exchanged few of the remaining fragments for divines, and we are looking here at 11,512 exalts, 12 divines, and 84 chaos orbs. Now do not forget we had some raw drops while we were doing the trials, and I sold the stellar amulet for 1 divine. Now let's exchange all of our exalts for divines, because who wants to keep this many exalts around? Now that everything has been exchanged, we're looking at 42 divines. Now there are a few exalts and a few chaos left, but not worth exchanging, so we're not gonna count those. 42 divines of profit. The inscribed ultimatum did not cost anything, I just looted them off on the ground. Now in terms of profit, you need to take into consideration that it might take you an hour to finish maybe 4 to 5 chaos runs. This is how much it takes me, but my character is very strong and I do not care which affliction I pick, and I insta-melt the bosses. I leave that up to you. You know how much your character can handle, and if it's profitable for you, you can do the calculations. I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, like if you like, subscribe if you want, and thank you for watching.